I'm Jai from Voices of Change. I'm a lived experience worker. I have an ABI. I'm an Indigenous man from Tomagini tribe in Tasmania. Yesterday we went to Sydney University, done a talk there about people with disability, restraints, isolation and over-medicating. Voices of Change is a group of self-advocates that have been through the justice system, and we're lived experience, and we're trying to make a change in the justice system and get people's voices heard. An ABI can be acquired by a lot of different things. The way I acquired mine, I had a motorbike accident and I hit my head really hard on a tree. I ended up getting a brain scan and there was a shade over the left side of my brain, and I lost a little bit of memory, and I find it hard to focus sometimes, and trying to remember things, numbers, letters, things that I haven't seen before. I find it harder to read and pick up on a lot of things, where now I actually have to do it to be able to take it in. I'm hands-on. I have to be hands-on so it registers inside my brain. The way people look at us sometimes and think, oh, you're an idiot, or just some of the ways that you get treated, especially in the justice system. And in the justice system, when you have ABIs, they don't even know what that means. And once you describe it, and they're like, oh, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to anybody. There was about 7, 8 of us that were there that had our own stories and our own what happened to them in jail, and getting that story out and getting the government to start taking responsibility for the actions of what happens inside them prisons is what needs to be done, because nobody's taking responsibility. There's a lot of stories, the women's prison, and them having to ask for female, like tampons and stuff like that, and the degrading part about visits and what they have to do if they've got, like their period and stuff like that. And the screws, like having sexual intercourse with, inmates and stuff like that. It's just not right. And like that hit home for me when I heard some of the stories about what these females actually went through, and the things that they have to see and the way they get treated. It's just not right. The more Indigenous voices we've got, the better. There was a lady that was there with her brother that had been in prison in a psychiatric ward, and he was way over-medicated. He was restrained. They've had no photos or anything like that of him for 25 years, and nobody's listening to them. And being able to talk about that and hear the power and the struggle that they're going through is just amazing. And we need to start to get together. People with lived experience is what the world needs, and it's something that is amazing inside yourself, and get the government to listen to these things that are happening. Working with the group and doing what we do, it's inspiring, and we need to get people to understand that lived experience and what we do it really makes a difference. And if we could get the government to listen to the voices that have actually been in jail, that know secondhand what's going on, it's important that they start to listen, because it's been like this for a long time, and it's about time for change. Sydney has been an eye-opener for me. The stories that have been told, how it reaches your heart, and the people here have been amazing. I like the sights of Sydney. We went and had a look at the Opera House and, just walked around, and the nightlife is amazing. It's so quiet and everybody is just polite. and I've enjoyed myself. If you have an ABI and you've been inside the justice system, please reach out to Voices of Change and let us hear your story. Let us know about your story and how you've struggled with your drug addiction or anything you've struggled with in the justice system. Would be amazing just to hear the stories that are out there, because they need to be heard.